Hi guys, welcome to another amazing episode of Lola's Voice. My name is Lola Oguntade and I'm your host on this channel. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about politics inside out over politics outside in. So basically, what are we talking about? To break it down, it's just talking about um, our people. So this is more of like a discussion based episode. It's not like it's the right answer. So I really want to know what you feel about this episode at the end of the episode. Let me tell me in the comment section. Drop a comment. I want to know what you feel about the episode because it's more of a discussion. So there's not really one way to building a nation. So it's basically talking about joining the two major political parties in Nigeria or the third first. Which of it is more realistic? Which of it is more visible? Which of it is more achievable to 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 building the nation? Because at the end of the day, when we're talking about young people, we have the population, and that's like one of the greatest assets. Anything anywhere in the world, politics is all about numbers. And looking at it from like the United States, there are two major political parties in America. They have like what's it called, Democrat and Republican, and in the UK they have Labour and the Conservative. So technically, if you're really serious about winning any of this election, you have to go through a party that has like the platform and the structure for you. It makes things a little bit easier. So the question now is, should young people join APC, the established political party system in Nigeria? Should they join APC? Should they join PDP? Or should they come up with their own thought first? Should they come up with their own thoughts first? So on today's episode, we are going to be looking at the pros and cons of joining the established political party and or coming up with your own thought first. So we're going to be having this conversation based on the dynamics of our home country, Nigeria, and we are also going to be using 2019 election as a case study because in Nigeria we had our previous election in 2019 and we had the two major political parties, that's APC and the PDP, and people try to come up with the third force. So we're going to look at why didn't the third force work, and people have to still go back to the established political party even though the two political contestants from the two parties. So what happened to the third first and what happened to the two major political parties? Let's dive straight into that. So majority the third first didn't start communicating with the people until maybe 6 months to the election, and they are trying to contest with political parties that have had platform for over 20 years and have structured all over the country. They have platform there. While I was preparing for this episode, some of us can have the conversation and say, yeah, Macron did it. Macron did it. He established his own political party and he contested for the election and he won in France. But at the end of the day, we're going to look at, we have. That's why I said in peculiar and within the dynamics of our own political system in Nigeria. Um, Macron did it in a country that poverty is not endemic. Macron did it in a country where there's so much political awareness, there's so much political consciousness. People are interested in the politics of their country. We have to look at the dynamics of our own country. Are people really interested in the politics of our country? I don't think so yet. Like, we just love to tweet about things. We are not really matching our words with action. Young people are not really matching their words with action. Let me put it that way. The mistake a lot of us make is that we want to fight the system from the outside. We want to just tweet about things. We don't want to get involved with either of the established status quo, like either APC or PDP. Because at the end of the day, Nigerians have tried these two major political parties and they both failed. They both failed to deliver good governance. But however, we have three options to we want change. That's certain. We want change in Nigeria, but we have three options to bring about this change. Do you want the established? Do you want to continue with the established status quo? Do you want to go like the radical way, or do you want to go for something that is a bit visible and viable? Do you want to go something for something that is a bit visible and viable? For me, I'm going to go for the third options. I don't know about you, but however, like I said, there's no right answer or wrong answer. It's just the conversation we're having. So what are the benefits of young people now? Because we have the numbers. Southwest alone, while I was researching, Southwest alone has about 6.4 million um, young people within the age of 18 to 35. So just imagine 6.4 million people. That's enough to make or mar a politician. That's enough to say you can do it, and that's enough to say no, you can't do it. You have the power, you have the numbers, but if you are not making use of it as we ought to, then there's really no point. So what are the advantage of joining the established political parties? Because what sparked this conversation up is that the APC is now like actively recruiting new members. They are saying, oh, come and join our party. And what are the benefit of being a member of a political party, either APC, either PDP or third force? You just have to belong somewhere, because you can't fight the system from outside. You have to belong somewhere. So, and that's the conversation I'm trying to have. Are we going with the third force, or are we joining the established political structure? So when you join the established political structure, what that means is that just imagine 10 million young people. Yeah, we have the numbers, so 10 million is nothing. Just imagine 10 million young people joining either APC or PDP. I'm going to use APC as an example. Just imagine either 10 million young people joining APC. So and you're joining, not like everybody's joining in Lagos. Some are joining like in their local government, in their vicinity, everything. So what that means is that you have the power to contest for an ESCO of the party members. You have the power to vote during primary elections to say, now they are no longer doing ESCO vote. They are now doing let every party member vote to determine who become a candidate. So that means you have the power to determine who become a political candidate of your party. That's not something to toy with. That's not something to joke with. And just imagine 10 million people with like viable ideas coming to make a change, coming to make an impact, coming to make a difference. You're going to be causing disruption in the party. And one thing political party hates to do is that they hate to come out as if their house is divided. They are going to manage you. They are going to accommodate you. They will listen to you, because you're now fighting as an insider and saying, this is not going to work like this. We can't continue this way. You're a member of that police. They can't send you out. They can't throw you off. So I feel like we can only change the system within. And no, this is not the right answer. Let me know what you think. I might be wrong. But for me, I'm a realist. Looking at 2019 election, looking at what happened with the third force, looking at what is happening with the third force now, like almost everybody that wanted to vie for a political party that almost wanted to use the third force has now gone to sleep. They are not providing the opposition we kind of need in the country right now. That's why APC is getting away with a lot of things, because we don't have the opposition. Almost, I think Twitter is even their opposition, or just young people. So let me know what you think, though. I might be wrong, by saying, oh, join APC, PDP. We are some people can come up with the argument that we are 200 million people. Are we saying 200 million people must follow either APC or PDP? And I'm not. How do I put this? I know these two major political parties have failed, but they have the structure and they have the platform. So what are we going to do? Are we going to join those political parties, or come up with our own third force? So let me know what you think. Give me comments in the comment section. So it's more or less like a conversation. Should people join the established political party, or should they come up with their own third force? Yeah, and if you're watching me for the very first time, you're welcome. If you're back to watching me, trust me, I'm not taking it for granted. I do really appreciate you. And if you like the channel, please kindly subscribe. If you like the topic, if you think this hub for conversation, kindly share. I want to know what you think, and thank you for watching today's episode. And let me know what you think. Are we joining the third force, or joining the established political parties?